Let me ask you a question. Do New Year's resolutions, do you like them? Do they work for you? Do you feel like when you set them that helps you achieve your goals for the next year? I gotta say personally, they don't work for me. My name is Terri Cole. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, a relationship expert, the founder of Real Love Revolution and Boundary Bootcamp, and the author of Boundary Boss, the essential guide to talk true, be seen, and finally live free. And if you know my work, you know that every year at this time, we do something that actually replaces New Year's resolutions, because this is my experience with New Year's resolutions. They don't work. So start with that. They just don't work. What I find is I would overpromise myself. I would commit to doing something that by, 3 weeks into the new year, I've already failed. And now you're like, oh, I'm already a failure for this brand new year. So for many years, I've been sharing this new ritual, and actually I'm updating the ritual this year because 2020 was quite a year for all of us. So it didn't make sense to me to do the regular ritual that we do without adding something to acknowledge, holy crap, what a year 2020 was for all of us. This was a global experience, from global pandemic to social unrest to all the political crap that went, just so many things. So let's start with, I'm going to give you ideas. And as always, all you need to do to get this, I've created it for you, this beautiful ritual guide, is go to terricole.com/, hold on, are we 272? I believe it is. I'll tell you right now. No, 274. So terricole.com/274, because this is the 274th episode of the Terri Cole Show that you are watching right now. And hey, this is the perfect time. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that button so you don't miss a thing, right? It's a little bell. Hit it. Subscribe. Don't you want to know when I put up new stuff? I know you do. All right, let's move into how did I change it for this year. The name of our annual ritual is, what crap are you leaving in 2020? That is the name of the ritual. But before we get to the crap you're leaving in 2020, we need to really just honor 2020. So you're going to make a list. This is separate from our regular 3 lists that we do. I want you to just do an additional list, which is, what were your peak experiences of 2020? What were the good and bad, right? So maybe you had the best financial year of your life. That would be a good peak experience. Maybe someone you know got ill. That would be a bad peak experience. But we want to honor all of the peak experiences of our life. So you're just going to write them down, how you felt about them. And don't worry, in the little guide that I created for you, there is a little supplemental exercise. It'll tell you what to do. And then the next list that's specific to 2020 is, I want you to create a big fat brag list of your accomplishments, of how you handled your life in 2020. And they could be accomplishments, like solid accomplishments. Again, it could be a work thing. Maybe you wrote a book. I did in 2020. That would be a solid accomplishment. But also the emotional resiliency that you probably showed throughout this year. So those are going to be the additional 2 little lists that you're going to do before we move into what we normally do. So the ritual guide itself, preparation looks like this. Go into your Zen den, someplace that's very calm, that you love, light a candle, get some lavender oil, and get ready to dive deep, because this is really, even though we're making lists, it's really more of a journaling exercise. So see it as something you get to do, right? How amazing is that? You get to do it. It's a gift that you're giving yourself. You don't have to do it. But it's fun, and I find it a really beautiful way to honor what you've experienced, learn something from that experience, and bring that into the next year. So, moving into the crap you're leaving in 2020, the actual ritual. Start with what crap what did not work for you? That's the first list. What happened that did not work for you, and how you felt about it in all areas of your life. So we're listing the painful, the stressful people, places, and things from 2020, the experiences, the circumstances, any situations that you really would rather not carry with you into 2021, that will be on your list. And don't worry, you'll be guided within the little, just terricole.com/274 to get your ritual guide and make it as easy as possible. Because we're really looking at all areas of your life: your relationships, your health, your family, your friendships, your finances, romantic relationships, and anything else that you want to be looking at. You're going to add that to the list. And then the second is that we go back over those experiences and we have to pull out the gems from those crappy situations, right? So we're pulling out the gems, like what did you learn about yourself? So this self-knowledge, this is really what is the foundation for our own personal evolution, is being able to look at a situation that was painful, and instead of just saying, well, that happened because Bob's an idiot. Might be true, Bob might be an idiot, but what we really care about is, what did I learn about myself in that situation? How would I handle that differently? And this is not about blaming yourself or blaming anyone else. It's really looking at, how can I evolve through the painful experiences in my life so I don't need to repeat them? Because what ends up happening is that if we don't learn the lesson, and again, not in a punitive way like, learn the lesson. It's really learning what is there for you. What gems of wisdom in those experiences are there for you. And those are the building blocks of your own personal evolution. And really, isn't that what we're doing here? Isn't that what we all want? Is to continue growing and learning and having a bigger impact on the world and having less pain and suffering in our relationships and in our lives, elevating our joy. That really is what we want. And then we get to the third list, which is really my fave, which is, what do you want to create? What are you creating? What are you committing to creating in 2021? What do you want to experience? So this is your one and only amazing life. So it's up to you to decide how you want to spend it and what you want to do and what you want to create. So that's what this list is. And I want you to just have fun and allow yourself to dream big. Like, what do you actually want to create in your life? So along with this list, we also are going to be doing a whole entire list of the way that you want to feel in all the areas of your life. How do you want to feel in your relationships? Loved, cherished, seen, known, right? How do you want to feel in your body? Vibrant, healthy, energized. How do you want to feel when you're in your home? Tranquil, peaceful. Now, of course, I'm giving away all of the ways I want to feel, but you'll have all of your own desires for how you feel in your life. But it's really important that you're able to identify what those are, because this is how we're able to actually create them. So then we're going to take now we're going to get into burning some stuff and getting into keeping some stuff, right? So you want to take the crappy list and you're going to ritualistically burn it. You can do this with other people. I always do it. I usually do it on New Year's Eve so that I can invite other people to do it with me. And we take that list, and listen, don't burn anything. If you live in a New York City apartment, do not do it in your apartment. You've got to do it somewhere super duper safe. Got to be safe, and you got to do it somewhere where it's legal. One year I actually did it outside in a garbage can on 38th and 8th. I don't know what I was thinking, in New York City. I was young when I did that. A cop came over. And I mean, my explanation that I was doing an annual ritual, not so great. I mean, he didn't arrest me, but could have gone that way. So make sure you're getting rid of that, and you'll be releasing this. And don't worry, all these instructions are in your little downloadable guide. But really knowing that we are releasing those experiences because we've taken the gems from them. So then the other two lists you're going to hold on to, what you're creating and how you want to feel, so that you can see them daily. So here is a wish for all of us, that we are going into 2021 with our eyes wide open, having learned lots and lots of amazing things about ourselves from the last year, and creating our heart's desire in 2021. And you all know I appreciate you so much. I love that you are here with me. Please drop me comments. When you do this ritual, I want to hear all about it. Did you love it? What are you creating in 2021? You can actually tag me on Instagram. Share this in your stories if you're doing it. You know I love to repost and I will respond to you. I so appreciate you being a part of my crew, or I would be very lonely if I was the only person in my life who was really into evolving and making life better every day, every week, every month, and every year that we possibly can. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season and that together we go into 2021 bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and excited for what we are creating alone and together. And as always, take care of you.